In this video, we'll take a look at the Barclays American Airlines Red Aviator credit card, where I'll go through all of the card details and I'll apply for this card so that you can see if I get approved or denied. This is an interesting one because you get a massive bonus for just making one purchase and paying the $99 annual fee. And there's rumors that this card could be discontinued to new applicants, and that's the main reason why I'm applying for this card right now. So let's get started off by talking about that massive welcome offer. We're here on the Barclays website where you can see the card name, AAdvantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard, a really long name there. There's the Red Aviator card, and you can earn 60,000 AAdvantage bonus miles or American Airlines miles. And if you scroll down just a little bit right there, you can earn 60,000 bonus miles after making your first purchase and paying the $99 annual fee in full, both within the first 90 days. So if I'm able to get approved for this card and complete the welcome offer, it will be the easiest bonus that I will have received on any credit card. This is such a crazy bonus because you just have to make one purchase of maybe $1, $2, whatever you want, and there you go, you have your bonus. Of course, you have to wait for your annual fee to post to your account and then pay it off, so it might take around a month or so to get those American Airlines miles, but 60,000 American miles is so nice because their airline currency is really difficult to earn and it can be extremely valuable. The bare minimum value that I will say these 60,000 American Airlines miles are worth is $600 or 1 cent per point, and I would say I'm going to get way more value than just $600, and you should too. If you're traveling internationally and especially on a business class, that's when you can see the value of your American Airlines miles really shine. And also, if you're trying to book tickets on one of their One World partners like Qatar Airways or Japan Airlines, you can see some huge outsized value there. That's why many people think that American Airlines miles are the most valuable airline currency out of any airline in the world. The only rival to that might be Alaska Airlines, but even if American is number 1 or number 2 in most valuable miles, this credit card welcome offer for just making one purchase is insane. American miles are also extremely difficult to earn because they are not a transfer partner of any major US bank. Like with Chase, they have Southwest and United. You can transfer your Chase Ultimate Rewards points over to those two airline programs. And then with American Express, you have Delta and you have Hawaiian Airlines that you can transfer over to. And then with Citi, you can transfer your thank you points over to JetBlue, and you can do the same thing with Chase. And with Bilt, you can transfer over your Bilt points over to Alaska Airlines. And that pretty much covers all of the domestic US carriers, at least the big ones anyway, except for American Airlines, where you cannot transfer any of your bank points from your credit cards over to American Airlines. So if I'm able to get an easy 60,000 miles right there from one credit card sign up and one purchase, well then there you go. That is so fantastic, and I can't wait to see if I'm approved or denied. But now we can get into the downside of this Red Aviator card because the spending categories are absolutely terrible. So you can earn 2 times American Airlines miles for every $1 spent on eligible American Airlines purchases, and then after that, you can just earn 1 American Airlines miles for $1 spent on all other purchases. So absolutely terrible. This is by far the worst American Airlines card in terms of spending categories that you can apply for right now. Any of the Citi American Airlines cards, those are going to give you better value for your everyday spend, but that's a very good thing that I am not applying for this card for the spending categories. Of course, I'm trying to get that massive welcome offer, and then there's a few credits and benefits that will help me reduce the cost of that $99 annual fee every year. At the top of the website, it says first checked bag free, and then if we scroll a little bit further down, we can see that right here that it is on domestic American Airlines itineraries for the primary card member and up to 4 companions traveling with you on the same reservation. reservation. And I looked into this to find out if you actually had to use this card when paying for your flight, and no, that's not the case. The card is tied to your American Airlines account, so you can use any credit card that you want that might earn more miles or points per dollar than this card. But you do have to keep in mind that this is domestic American Airlines flights, so not internationally, and if you book a flight for one of their One World partners on the American Airlines website, that will not qualify for the first checked bag free. Then we also have preferred boarding for the primary card member and up to 4 companions on the reservation. I looked into the terms and conditions here and I found out that you would be boarding in group 5 out of 9 that American Airlines has when they're boarding their flights. So it's definitely not like right at the front, but it's definitely far away from the back. So I'd say that's somewhat of a win for sure. There's also this anniversary companion certificate. So each anniversary year after you pay the annual fee, you will have 12 months to spend $20,000 on this card. And if you do that, then you will get one guest at $99 plus the taxes and fees. And your account has to remain open for 45 days after you pay the annual fee. So basically means that you can't cancel this card at all if you want to use this perk. Well, this is a bad perk anyway, so I don't recommend really that many people use it. But a good perk is earning $25 back as a statement credit on in-flight Wi-Fi purchases each anniversary year on American Airlines flights. I could definitely see myself on American Airlines flights, especially the long ones across the country. Maybe I would like Wi-Fi for that flight and I don't have to worry about paying for it because I'll just pay with this card and then I'll get it credited back to me. Then there's 25% savings on in-flight food and beverage purchases. Like, this is okay. It's not anything too special because I don't plan on getting food and drink on a flight anyway, but it is nice to save a little bit of money there if you were already planning to do so. And before we get to the application where you'll see if I get approved or denied, I did want to bring up why I'm applying for this card right now, and that's because an article came out on CNBC that said that Citi is trying to be the only issuer of American Airlines cards, and Citi has some right now, Barclays has some, but Citi is trying to take all of those away from Barclays, so this card may be discontinued. I don't know when. It could be a few days, a few months, a few years. I just don't really know. I just know that when a good offer like this, 60,000 American Airlines miles, is right there for me to get for making one purchase, I feel like that it would be sad if I saw that offer go to waste by me applying for a different card and then letting this really easy one go by. And speaking of the great welcome offer, I actually do need to say that I applied for this card when there was a better bonus out there. It was 70,000 American miles instead of 60,000. So let's get to that right now. So we're here on one of the Barclays websites and it says you can earn a limited time offer of 70,000 American Airlines miles and just make one purchase and pay the annual fee, and there you go. They have the spending categories right here at the top. Earn 2 times miles on every dollar spent on American Airlines purchases, and then 1 times miles on everything else, and then a few of the benefits right here, like the first checked bag free, preferred boarding, and anniversary companion certificate. Some of those are good, others are not. And then we can just scroll all the way to the bottom of the page where you start filling out your personal information. So I have to start off by putting in my first name, last name, email, phone number, all of the basic things that you should definitely know, and then the permanent address, and then your social security number and date of birth. So pretty simple, just enter that in and then click continue. Once that's entered, and you can move on to the next step. So I just clicked continue, and now we have the financial information. So does any of your income come from sources such as disability, retirement, or social security? You can answer yes or no to that. I could just put no. And then we have occupation, and there's a ton of different occupations you can choose from. For me, I already looked through this and I didn't really see one that fit me perfectly, so I just kind of chose the one that would be close enough. But you can just look through here and see what fits you, and then you click that. So you just say artist, entertainer, or whatever. And then you put in your total gross annual income. And this is household income. This isn't just what you see on your paycheck, and it is also gross, so it is before taxes. So just keep that in mind. The banks want to see a number as high as possible, and so don't lie on this application, but definitely don't underestimate it, because you have a better chance of approval and a higher credit limit if you put in a higher number. And then you have your monthly housing payment, and this is so banks can determine your debt to income ratio. So let's say between you and your spouse that your rent is $2,000 a month. Well, on credit card applications, you can put $1,000 right there, and that will increase approval odds. And then you can put in your A Advantage number right here. So if you don't currently have one, you put 9999. I believe that's 6 nines right there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nines right there. And then, or if you actually have an American Airlines number, you just put that in right there. So I will put mine in, and then you can select if you want a balance transfer or an authorized user. Let's see what happens when we click this. Then you have to put in your credit card number and the readjusted amount. I've never done this, so I don't really know exactly how the process works. And then you add an authorized user by clicking that if you want to add one, and then you have to put in their information right there. And then let's just uncheck these boxes. I will go through and I will fill out the rest of this application, and I'll click continue, and then we'll be right to submitting. All right, so I clicked continue, and it looks like on the submit screen you got to check a box, and then I believe that's it. There's just terms and conditions right there, so you click apply now, and okay, so they're suggesting a different address. I'll have to blur this out, but my address is so long that sometimes you can't type it all the way in, so I think that's what's happening right here. It's an extremely long address, and I don't think they caught the full thing, but I'm going to click done anyway by using the address that I entered, not the one that they suggested to me, and we'll see what happens. Now it's spinning for a little bit. Thanks for your interest. Your application is being reviewed. I wonder if that has something to do with my address thing. It says we'll notify you in writing in no more than 30 days. That's a long time. It says it requires further review, which may take up to 10 days. There's myapplicationstatus.com. Guess I'll click on that and see what comes up there. Okay, so we enter in our last name, our 4 digits of social security number, zip code, and then I'll click continue. Let's see what comes up here. Thanks for your interest. So basically the same thing that it said in the other screen. Well, I guess I don't want to end this video until I get back to you on whether I got approved or denied, so stay tuned. Since I applied on Sunday, I figured it would take at least until Monday for them to review the application. I woke up on Monday, and there we go. We got an email. That's the first thing I checked, and we got approved for this card. And then we also have a screenshot here from the website saying, congratulations, you're approved with a $15,000 credit limit. There's a link to the card if you want to sign up for it. Yes, it's only 60,000 miles right now, and not the 70,000 that I got, but still pretty good. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.